Barry, another defeat, but probably on the basis of the whole game, Hunslet were the better side, and coming into a game that you're probably not expected to win, that must be great credit to the team.
Yeah, the players are pretty down at the moment. We're going to have to pick ourselves up, but 3 games in the space of 8 days that we've had against top 3 opposition have highlighted that we've got a not bad side here. Probably taken a lot out of us these last 8 days, and it's important that we look after ourselves and regroup in readiness for the next game on Sunday. But couldn't be more proud of the boys today. Thoroughly deserved to win that game, I thought.
2 matches in a few days over Easter is always tough for everybody. But after the performance against Lee, a really big physical side on what people will describe as a narrow pitch, you come here today against another big physical side on a wider pitch and could have beaten them.
Yep, and then when you take into account the amount that Friday took out of the boys, we looked after them over the weekend. We haven't really had a training session as such, just a game plan session. Then to come and play on this pitch, which is awful, is the best way I can describe it. It gives away under your feet. There's so much sand on it, it's unbelievable, and it was obvious when we got here that was going to take its toll and certainly take it out of the players. But the effort were great, the commitment were great. We played some very, very good stuff as well. Defended manfully and just didn't get on the right side of the scoreline. The game just went on 5 minutes too long for us.
In that second half, it was a bit of an arm wrestle, because it looked as though Halifax were just getting on top towards the end of the first half. But it was a bit of an arm wrestle in that second half, and the more the half went on, the more that Hunslet seemed to grow, and then to score and go in front seemed to rattle Halifax, because they didn't really come up with particularly good plays, and some of the kicking game sort of deteriorated in that second half.
Yep, I think we held our nerve pretty well on defence for large chunks of the game. We had to scramble as well a few times, which you've got to do to play at this level and compete at this level. We got ourselves a couple of chances there and took them and got our noses in front. We probably needed that one more score just to give us a 2-score game. To give us a little bit of time to make sure that we could ram that advantage home, but it wasn't to be. Halifax made a break down that short hand side and just got their noses in front and then scored right at the death from a kick return when we were just trying to make a score up.
And again, I think that just it shows the gulf in the class of players that some of the teams can buy with the funding that's available at the moment, that can spot some of these gaps and spot people that are just a little bit tired and create something, which is what Halifax did in that last few minutes.
Well, yeah, the try that got them in front, there was a couple of speculative offloads, but when you've got some tired bodies and a speculative offload comes off, then invariably it can either be an error or turn into a score. Unluckily for us, it turned into a score for Halifax. They went for it and it came off. But I've got to pay credit to the boys. They were outstanding today from start to finish, and we've got to make sure that we don't allow the fact that we've lost today to be negative in the build up to Whitehaven.
The 3 games that we've played against what would be looking before the season starts as top sides, top 6 certainly, and we've put in good performances. How do we maintain and make sure that those performances carry on when we're playing, like next week, the Whitehavens?
Well, yeah, I think they've had a big win today as well, so they'll be buoyant. They'll be really confident coming down, to Hunslet at the weekend. James Coyle's in charge of them now, obviously, former player, and Thomas is up there with him, so that'll add a bit of spice to it. They'll think they'll know our game plan. They'll think they'll know us inside out. So it's important that we have a good game plan going into Sunday. But more importantly, it's important that we re-energise, refresh ourselves, and make sure that we're in the right frame of mind and best possible condition to go out there and get a win on Sunday.
Well, all the best for today. Disappointing in the result at the end of it, but again, an excellent performance from Hunslet. Let's look forward to next week.
Thank you.